Welcome back. November is National Adoption Month. It's an initiative of the U.S. Children's Bureau aiming to increase awareness of adoptive issues and the need for adoptive families, particularly for teens in the U.S. foster care system. And joining us now to discuss adoption options is Jane Turner. You're the Executive Director of the Adoption Center of Illinois. Thank you for being with us here.
You're very welcome.
We were just talking about Giving Tuesday is tomorrow, a big day for nonprofits. Let's start with the Adoption Center of Illinois. What type of work do you do? What type of services do you provide?
Sure. Our agency we are a licensed child welfare agency. We were founded in 1988, and we're proud to offer a wide variety of comprehensive adoption services, including domestic adoption for infants and newborns, international adoption services, and a wide variety of comprehensive supportive services like adoption education and training, and helping adoptive parents, birth parents, and adoptees, not just right after adoption, but for years to come.
Okay, and on this month, it's a good time to raise awareness. What are you hoping to raise awareness about, including, I know, the difficulties with adopting teens versus younger kids?
Correct, absolutely. So one of the most important challenges facing in adoption is finding families for children in the foster care system, which includes older children and teenagers. And adoption from foster care is not for everyone, and it can be a real challenge because the children often have complex histories of abuse, trauma, grief, and loss. But that being said, there are right now 117,000 children waiting to be adopted from the foster care system.
That is so many.
Yes, it's overwhelming.
And with that, I know a big hurdle mentally for a lot of families is, I want to adopt, but I don't have the money. It's so expensive.
And I am really glad you brought that up, because actually adoption from foster care, the fees are often very nominal. And on our website, you can see that there are a large number of financial resources for adoption, which include the National Federal Adoption Tax Credit, which is currently well over $14,000. And Illinois also has an adoption tax credit. So we want you to be aware that your viewers, not you personally, your viewers to be aware.
That's good for everyone to know, yeah.
Absolutely. That financial resources are available, and it should not scare people away from even thinking about adoption.
That's really helpful information. So if anyone's watching, and whether they've thought about adoption or they have family members who have thought about it, what's your message to them, or what's something that you really want them to know?
I want them to know that adoption is filled with great joy and often challenges, but adoption professionals, such as the folks at Adoption Center of Illinois, are very much available, and we want to be available to support your journey.
I know you mentioned the price and that being a misconception in some ways. Are there any other misconception or things that you also hear a lot from families when they have a concern?
Oh,
I'm sure there's many, but anyone that you would like to address right now?
That they feel it's not possible. Oh, it's too hard to adopt. We can't ever adopt, or it's too hard. And we want people to feel like adoption awareness is going to realize that people have challenges and people have questions. And a lot of those questions, once they ask them, they're like, oh, I can do that. It is available. It is an option.
All right. That's so helpful. Jane Turner, the Executive Director of the Adoption Center of Illinois. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for, breaking some of those myths and helping so many children here in our state.
And on behalf of my amazing board of directors and my amazing staff, I want to wish everyone a happy Adoption Month. And it's a pleasure to be here. And when I was a little nervous coming here, because I don't typically be on television, and my thought to myself was, if one child gets adopted today because of this opportunity to be here with you, that's
worth it.
That's what's worth it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
All right.